From Hollywood, this time for Money TV, I'm Don Baillargeon. Thanks for joining us. Money TV is a program all about money and what makes it happen. Well, first there was Hillary Clinton's book, What Happened, which tried to explain how she lost the presidential election to Donald Trump last year and proceeded to blame everyone but herself, even going so far as to chastise women voters. Well, now that What Happened has safely found its rightful place in the bargain rack at Barnes & Noble, we get a new book by former Democrat National Committee interim chairperson Donna Brazile. This one is titled Hacks, the inside story of the break-ins and breakdowns that put Donald Trump in the White House. Brazile's take, however, is markedly different from that of Clinton, that she goes so far as to allege that Democrat primaries were rigged in Clinton's favor over Bernie Sanders. Brazile alleges that the Clinton campaign was largely financing the DNC during the early days of the election, and the fundraising agreements were a lifeline to the DNC, which was deeply in debt. Now, according to CNN.com, Brazile's comments ripped a scab off a wound that plagued the Democratic Party during last year's primary and charged the Clinton campaign with impropriety. The Democratic strategist said the agreement was not illegal, but it sure looked unethical. President Obama had left the party with millions in debt after the 2012 election and was paying the money off far too slowly for most Democrats. Now, to fight this problem, former chairwoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz began taking on costly loans, and by the time she approached the Clinton and Sanders campaigns around Labor Day 2015, the DNC was nearing the end of their credit rope, again according to CNN sources. So Bernie Sanders, the self-avowed Democrat socialist, was given a real lesson in socialism, as the DNC essentially took votes and money he earned and redistributed them to the candidate of their choice, Clinton. Basically, Karl Marx 101. Now, agree with him or not, Sanders was a polarizing figure during the 2016 primary campaign. He was routinely filling stadiums, whilst Clinton had trouble filling high school gyms. According to Brazile, Bernie was ripped off. So while the DNC and the puppet media are celebrating a couple of Democrat gubernatorial victories this week as ironclad anti-Trump referendums, I personally, I'm waiting for a new book to come out from Bernie Sanders. I can even suggest an appropriate title, WTF. Now here's something that's also very appropriate. It's our toll-free number, good from anywhere in the world you're watching the television program, 888-259-4449, to get free information about our featured guests. When you do call, be sure and ask to be added to the subscription list of our Money TV newsletter. It is free. Again, 888-259-4449. Visit us at MoneyTV.net. Please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And our first guest is joining us from beautiful Vancouver, BC, Mr. Brad Moynes. Brad is the CEO of Digitrade Financial Corporation. Their stock symbol is DIGAF. Brad, welcome back to the program.
Thanks for having me, Don.
We're really glad to have you with us. Digitrade Financial Corporation describes itself as a digital asset exchange, blockchain development, and fintech advisory services company. Can you give us a general overview, please?
Right, so Digitrade Financial, we are an operating Bitcoin exchange. We've been live for over 2.5 years. And what that allows our customers to do is simply register and be able to access digital assets like Bitcoin through a order book and buy and sell and try to capitalize on the growth of Bitcoin. The company also provides various blockchain development services. As well, we do fintech advisory service as well.
Well, Brad, I thought it might be a good idea to begin with a little bit of cryptocurrency 101. Can you explain to us exactly what Bitcoin or cryptocurrency actually is?
Yeah, Bitcoin is a digital asset or a store of value. It is a new innovation since as early as 2009. And what Bitcoin is essentially a token that fuels the blockchain. And the blockchain is a decentralized ledger that's run on the internet that is not controlled by any one particular entity. And what essentially allows end users to do is transact amongst themselves with instant transactions with no intermediary risk or counterparty risk.
Well, the growth has been nothing short of incredible. Now, if someone had purchased $100 of Bitcoin back in 2010, it'd be worth more than $75 million today. That's nothing short of staggering, but it seems to most that cryptocurrency is still very much in its infancy.
Yes, it is just becoming mainstream now. More financial institutions are getting on board into cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. Just as a side note, if a investor would have invested $100 in Bitcoin back in 2009, essentially they would have had to buy 10,000 Bitcoin at a penny, and at today's value they would have had to sell it at 7,500 to realize such a large gain. So it's highly unlikely that happened, but it has had significant growth here in the last 12 months, and it appears to be gaining momentum.
Well, Brad, how does someone get involved with your company to begin investigating cryptocurrency potential for themselves?
Well, Digitrade is a Canadian-based, we're located here in Vancouver, and what we've built is a platform that's safe, secure, and easy to use. So if you're new to the industry and you want a platform to buy Bitcoin or Ripple or other digital assets, our platform is very simple. You log in with your email address. You provide your basic identification. Once you're verified, you can then add your bank account, wire or upload funds to your wallet, and begin to trade and to invest into different cryptocurrencies. Digitrade is really modeling as a safe, secure, fully regulated, compliant coin exchange. As well, we are a fully reporting company and up to date with all of our audited financial statements, which stands us apart from some other coin exchanges in North America.
Now, is it easy to convert between cryptocurrency and traditional currencies like, say, the US dollar?
It's very easy. Most and all cryptocurrencies, like on the Digitrade platform, are paired to Bitcoin. So, for example, you would deposit either Canadian dollars or US dollars, and then through our order book would allow you to purchase or buy or withdraw Bitcoin using that native fiat currency. So it's really quite simple to use, and at this time we offer Canadian dollars and US dollars.
Well, Brad, what are your thoughts on the future value and price opportunities for the Bitcoin space?
Well, there's been a lot of speculation and a lot of data. And one key indicator that I compare it to would be gold. And for example, if Bitcoin were to reach up to 3 to 5% of the global gold market, essentially could put a target price of over $20,000 per each Bitcoin.
Well, the US dollar came off the gold standard many years ago, and people's faith in the currency drives the value. Is it a similar situation with Bitcoin?
Bitcoin, I believe, is based on the blockchain network. The network is the true value behind it. That's the invention, that's the innovation. So it's also based on supply and demand and what the market's willing to pay for it.
Once again, Digitrade Financial Corporation, DIGAF is their stock symbol. Brad, why is this a good time right now for people to take a closer look at your company?
Well, our company is positioned for growth right now. We have a track record of successful transactions. The market is now becoming more mainstream. More people are interested in learning more about it. And it's just a good opportunity to take a look at it as an alternative investment.
Digitrade Financial Corporation, DIGAF is their stock symbol. We've been talking with their CEO, Brad Moynes. Brad, just a fascinating interview. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you very much.
And joining us now over the phone is Greg Lambrecht. Greg is the CEO of Single Point Incorporated. Their stock symbol's SING. Welcome back to the show, Greg.
Hey, thanks for having me, Don.
Well, what's new with the company since we last spoke?
Well, we're really focusing on looking at some larger deals. As you know, we acquired or funded 4 companies already this year, and we've raised a considerable amount of money. So it's interesting. We're getting a lot of inquiries from people actually calling us with grow operations or dispensaries and other types of businesses. So I think we may close another deal or two before the year's out, but we're going to start looking at larger acquisitions now.
Well, I guess that means you'll be coming to California pretty soon.
Well, yeah, exactly. You know, it's just amazing what's happening in the synergy in California, and of course that opens up in January, and we want to be as big as part of that as we can be.
There's a huge cannabis show in Las Vegas next week. Tell us about your presence over there.
Yeah, so we've rented a cabana at one of the largest get-togethers. One of the groups has rented out a whole hotel, so we're going to have a presence there. We're inviting a lot of the companies that we want to talk to about being acquired. Also, a lot of our investors are going to be there, so we're excited to be at the show. And also, we're going to have a TV screen constantly running in the background of our booth at the cabana, and we're going to allow people to sign up for our beta, which is we've talked about a lot, and that's our product that we've been working on for quite some time, that is going to allow customers to use Bitcoin or Weedcoin to pay for cannabis at the dispensary. So we're going to start taking emails on that and start selecting a few customers to start doing beta on it.
Well, how soon do you expect the beta testing to begin?
Within the next couple weeks.
How long do you expect beta testing process to take?
Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to take a lot of dispensaries, information at the show, and then we'll go ahead and pick 10 of them and start the beta testing with them for about 30 days. Once we get all the kinks out and make sure that everything's working correctly, then we'll go ahead and start our sales and marketing campaign.
Well, sounds like you have a full plate ahead of you. Great update, Greg. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, these are very busy and exciting times for Single Point, being in the cryptocurrency and the cannabis market, but things couldn't be any more better and exciting with what we're doing right now, so go sing.
Well, as we get into the late fall and early winter weeks, it's great to light a fire and settle in with a good book. On my reading list this season is The Diary, authored by a friend of mine, Dave Dodd. It's written in diary form from the perspective of a teenage young man in Midcoast, Maine. The diary tells a compelling story and reveals a dark secret. The Diary by Dave Dodd, available now at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. TKO Farms plantations in the country of Belize are aiming to be the largest organic grower of soursop trees in the entire world. They've given us a fascinating presentation. Let's take a look at that right now.
In addition to its crystal clear waters, enchanting coral reef, and exotic wildlife, Belize, which continues to be a thriving tourist destination, is also home to TKO Farms, a lush oasis of hardwood, tropical, and citrus trees. In this video, we explore the tremendous investment opportunities of this prosperous and flourishing farmland. Specifically, TKO Farms is home to teak and mahogany trees, ideal for furniture, flooring, and boats. Citrus and coconut trees, which of course are a source of food consumption, along with health and beauty products. And the elusive soursop tree, an exciting and highly profitable fruit, rich in nutrients, vitamins, and cancer-fighting properties. Belize is a country blooming with culture, beauty, and opportunity. In fact, in a recent Forbes article, Belize was ranked as the #2 country in the world among international areas for investment opportunities. And with a population of just over 350,000, it has the lowest density population in South America. The farm is just 50 miles outside of Belize City and a 15-minute drive from the capital city. It boasts the most beautiful valley views along with enchanting sunrise and sunset mountain views. In total, there will be over 220,000 trees when fully planted on the farm. Originally, the farm consisted of 160 acres. And in the mid-2000s, it expanded to over 500 acres, increasing its value almost 4 times. Here's a glimpse of our proposed new addition of 400 acres at TKO Farms. The farm consists of 3 separate sections of land. The main farm, where all the equipment and workers are housed, is approximately 400 acres with a second 112 acres just down the road 4,000 to 5,000 feet. The other 400 acres sits on the river just 1,000 feet away. With the expansion of the 400 acres, that is prime farmland, the new coconut and soursop trees will grow to produce fruit in 18 months, and another 65,500 hardwood trees will be added. At the ground level, we are excited to show you acres and acres of land and roads that allow you the freedom to get lost in this breathtaking oasis. Here at TKO Farms, we will be adding 4 cottages that are allocated to investors. These cottages are used by our investment partners 1 week out of the year. This allows you to enjoy a vacation destination at no cost and enjoy local destination points. Now we're taking a tour of the farm support and housing for employees. Here at TKO Farms, we have site farmers, farming equipment, and transportation for access throughout the farm. TKO Farms' long-term annuity are the teak trees. With trees that are 8 to 12 years old, harvest for the purpose of thinning will begin in 24 months, providing cash flow. Teak has a market value of $25 per board foot, which averages anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 per tree. Observe as a gentleman on the farm demonstrates the width of the tree to give a real perspective on how the trees are growing. There are more than 50,000 cash crops growing or to be planted among coconut, citrus, and soursop. The 8,500 orange and citrus trees produce a return now. The 9,500 coconut trees are a major asset to the farm due to the demand of coconut water, oil, meat, and other uses. Some trees are producing now, with most producing over the next 18 months. Soursop is the farm's most exciting product within the last 24 months. Over 3,000 have been planted, with some already producing fruit. This is a fruit destined to yield tremendous returns for the farm starting in the next 12 months, as there is a great demand for soursop fruit with prices at $10 a pound in stores. One soursop tree produces 5 to 20 fruit a year, and you can also get more soursop trees on an acre than almost any other tree producing this kind of return. With the allotted 400 acres, imagine the possibilities, as we will have the world's largest organic soursop farm with 10,000 trees and growing. The 400-acre farm will have, after planting, 65,500 teak, 18,750 coconut, and 9,000 soursop trees for a total 93,250 trees. Of the 512 acres, 312 acres are in hardwood trees consisting of 131,201 trees. 200 acres are planted in cash crops. Hardwood trees are like an annuity. For each year, they grow older, larger, and more valuable. The teak reaches harvesting value when the hardwood grows to occupy the entire diameter of the tree, approximately 20 to 25 years after planting. The mahogany and other hardwood take an additional 5 to 10 years. TKO Farms, Inc., consisting of acres upon acres of lush landscapes with drivable roads, leading you to 9 tree plantations rich with cash crops and long-term annuities that will yield consistent and lucrative returns for years on end. As you can see, TKO Farms is located in the most pristine tropical location, and the air is crystal clear. Come to Belize, come to paradise, and come to TKO Farms. For investment information and opportunities, please contact TKO Farms at tkofarms.com or info@tkofarms.com.
I've had this problem.
Big problem.
I really needed
a good investment forum.
and I kept searching and searching.
There are so many choices.
It's really hard to find one that has all the things on my list.
But I finally did it.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
If you were looking for one as well,
Look no further.
Here's a really good one.
Just use mine.
Use mine.
I'm very satisfied.
Definitely recommend. Problem gone.
thank you.
Have you heard the news? There's only one flat-fee news distribution network on the market. It's called Access Wire, and it's exclusively from Issuer Direct. Any day, anytime, the Access Wire News Network can deliver your press release to more than 1,500 media outlets in 98 countries. Access Wire also delivers real-time engagement analytics. You will learn who read and shared your press release and more. Best news of all, getting started is easy. Visit accesswire.com and extend your company's news reach today.
Hi, we're back. Thanks for staying with us. I'm joined in studio now by Tom Djokovic. Tom's the CEO of XNX Incorporated. XSNX is their stock symbol. Tom, great to have you in the studio.
Don, it's really great to be back. Thanks for having me.
Well, I thought we'd do, since we haven't been in the studio for probably a year or more, is Go back to square one. Tell us again what the company's all about.
Sure, Don. Well, what XNX specializes in is commercial solar applications. So we provide customers with solar solutions such as solar carports, solar truck ports, loading dock ports, any kind of canopy you could put solar on that has some kind of commercial application. That's what we specialize in, the sale, design, installation of those items, and then also rooftop solar. And then we blend that with energy storage systems such as battery backup or battery, what's called energy arbitrage systems, things like that. And so our whole focus and what we sell to customers is energy savings and energy independence.
Well, you've been really innovative because, as we've discussed on the program before, sometimes the roof just doesn't have enough space to put solar panels on, so you've come up with these solar canopies, which have really taken off for you.
Well, yeah, we didn't invent solar canopies, but we definitely, it's an area where we specialize. We build them direct. Most solar contractors hire third-party specialty companies, so they have some limitations of what they think they may or may not be able to do. They don't have in-house creativity and imagination to be able to sit with a customer and really address their specific needs. So that's an area where we think we set ourselves apart, and the fact that we design and install these ourselves as well, we're able to do it at a lower cost. And solar, everything about solar is being able to deliver a customer good economic returns. And if you can lower that cost per watt of install, you can deliver a better economic outlook for the customer. Your chance of a sale and a happy customer is much greater, and that's what we really focus on.
You know, solar, I think, as an industry is still very much in its infancy, but it has been around now for a number of years. Where do you think, as a solar executive, the industry is headed in the future?
Well, Don, what I'm hoping, what I envision is XNX is heading in that direction, and that direction is really a combination of solar deployed in the form of solar canopies, rooftop assemblies, and energy storage systems. And the reason for that is the two work together very well in that the energy storage is able to store that excess solar energy or even store inexpensive nighttime utility power and then deliver that to the customers when it's most valuable to them. So when they're looking to offset the use of that expensive utility power, that's when it can deliver it to them. And at the same time, it also helps to build what's called distributed energy grids, which helps with both state security and national security issues for our energy needs.
Well, what you just said, I think a lot of people are not really fully aware of, that using electricity at certain times of the day is more expensive than other times of the day, and having solar storage can really help with that.
Absolutely, it's called time of use. And commercial customers, if they're not in a time of use rate plan yet, they will be soon. I mean, here in California, they're all in time of use rate plans. In other states that may be still developing. The other thing you do too is the utility charges you for being prepared to deliver your peak energy needs. And you pay a premium. Often 50% of your whole bill could be just an expense for that premium preparedness. And if you can eliminate the need for the utility to be prepared for that by having your own energy storage and solar system to fill that need when it's there, you can move yourself down in a rate structure and off the top save 50%, then with the solar save the other 50%, and before you know it, you literally be in the 90 to 95% bracket of total savings for a customer, which is just phenomenal.
You know, Tom, we've been covering your company for many years, 15, 16 years, maybe even a little bit more than that, and we've watched an evolution of the company over that period of time. Where would you say the company XNX is headed in the future?
Well, Don, right now our real focus is everything about delivering what I just mentioned, tried to describe here, the concept of energy when it's most valuable for the client. So not just simply solar when the sun's shining, but energy when you need it, how you need it to best address your needs. And so that's combining the solar energy technologies, the different installation applications, the energy storage applications, and then also power control options. There's other technologies we offer that help a client control how much power is being consumed at any particular time. So bringing those all together and then going to every day from small mom and pops to good-sized corporations and delivering them a solution that really delivers long-term savings and value for them. That's where this company's focused on.
Well, you're headquartered in Southern California, and a residential power bill in Southern California can run, say, $300 to $500 a month. But a large company, that can run into the many, many thousands of dollars per month. So when you're talking about these solar installations and these canopies and solar storage, you're really talking about significant dollar savings.
Oh, absolutely, Don. It can be I mean, we put together a proposal yesterday for a customer whose monthly bill is $20,000 a month. Just the solar portion alone was going to save them just about 50% of that per month. So you're looking about substantial savings on an annual and a long-term basis. And remember, once you install the solar, you're offsetting a certain amount of utility required power permanently. And that utility power continues to increase in value. It's just like oil in the ground, so to speak. You know, the price of oil keeps going up.
So this client's saving $120,000 a year. Just using him as an example, what did the cost of his solar installation run him?
Well, that particular installation is still in the modeling stage, so we're just initial, but it's somewhere around $990,000, just under $1 million for a system that's just about half a megawatt. And we're still working on how we can address other aspects to that particular structure, adding a few more dollars here and there and potentially increasing those savings substantially more.
So they have the system paid for in 7 or 8 years.
Well, this happens to be a nonprofit, so when you go with nonprofits, the payback's a little bit more extended. But on a for-profit business, the tax portions, monetizing the tax savings alone can be anywhere from 60 to 65% of the cost. And then the utility savings. So usually we see between 3.5 to 5.5 year paybacks. And when you add energy storage, while the cost goes up, oftentimes we actually see the payback actually reduce. Really, really amazing.
Fascinating. Once again, XNX Incorporated, XSNX is a stock symbol. Tom, thanks so much.
Thank you, Don.
Have you heard the news? There's only one flat-fee news distribution network on the market. It's called Access Wire, and it's exclusively from Issuer Direct. Any day, anytime, the Access Wire News Network can deliver your press release to more than 1,500 media outlets in 98 countries. Access Wire also delivers real-time engagement analytics. You will learn who read and shared your press release and more. Best news of all, getting started is easy. Visit accesswire.com and extend your company's news reach today.
Well, there's trouble in Tinseltown. We're going to talk about that on this week's Money Wrap radio program. To find a radio station near you or to listen online, go to moneywrap.com. Call us right now from anywhere in the world, toll free, 888-259-4449 for free information about our featured guests. When you do call, be sure and ask to be added to the subscription list of our MoneyTV newsletter. It is also free, as is the phone call from anywhere in the world, 888-259-4449. Visit us at moneytv.net. Please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. That's our show this week. As always, we'll be back for you next week. Thanks so much for joining us.